Juan Santisteban. Both teams are still so close to lifting the trophy. There is hardly anything between the two countries. It's been such a tightly contested game. Aquino, the only player forward for Spain. He's joined now by Jago. But Adil will get it clear. It comes off Gonzalez. Throw to Nigeria then. And he's animated once more, Santisteban. Illarramendi with that clearance. Udo. And the flag is up again. Many of the Nigerian fans didn't agree with that decision. Seni was the one caught offside that time. Lopez having to play as a makeshift left back as Jago goes for goal and is tipped over by Ajiboye. A great chance for Spain and another speculative effort from distance. Jago cut inside and unleashed a real bullet of a shot. And it came off the bar. Both teams hitting the crossbar in extra time. I'm not actually sure if Ajiboye got a touch on that. He comes racing out now to get it clear. So on both occasions, it's been the same crossbar that's been hit. First of all, Nigeria doing so through Akinsola. And then Spain hitting the woodwork through Jago. Aquino. Gonzalez. Fouled by Abdul Karim. Free kick to Spain. Once again, Fran Merida will take it. Left-footed this time. Ajiboye punches clear. He had to get that right, and he did. Akinsola with a lovely pass, looking for Seni, and De Gea has to head clear for Spain. Merida kept it in play. A frenetic finale to this under-17 World Cup in Seoul. Now Abdul Karim could be in real trouble here. Well, it's just a yellow card in the end for the foul on Aquino. Aquino is still holding his face. Well, he certainly caught Aquino in the face, and it looked intentional. Some referees would have given Abdul Karim a straight red card for that. And I think he can count himself as somewhat fortunate that Yuichi Nishimura decided that a yellow would suffice instead. Another free kick to Spain, which will be taken once more by Fran Merida. Good delivery, decent header clear as well by Nigeria. Spain are having to play with just 10 men at the moment because Aquino still on the sidelines. He's trotting back onto the pitch now. Clearances from Joshua. Plenty of height, but not much distance on it. Merida. Now it's a foul by Gonzalez on Chrysanthus. And it's a booking then for Gonzalez. The referee seemed to show the yellow card to Merida. And he got that right because it was Merida who used his studs on Chrysanthus' Achilles tendon. And even though the foul was also committed by Gonzalez, the referee got that spot on. He's had a good game. Yuichi Nishimura from Japan. 120 minutes are up. We now have just the one additional minute at the end of extra time. Oseni. Can Nigeria win it now, or will it go to penalties? Well, maybe Spain will fancy their chances now on the counter-attack. Merida. It's a fantastic ball out to Gonzalez. Jago and Aquino are in the middle. It comes now to Aquino. Joshua with the challenge. And then it's cleared by Udo. Oseni. Came off Lopez. Rochella. The referee has a quick glance at his watch. And the Under-17 World Cup of 2007 will be decided by penalties. Both teams hitting the crossbar in extra time. Akinsola from inside his own half. And then Jago for Spain in the second period of extra time. Spain overcame France on penalties in the quarterfinals. Can they do it again tonight in Seoul? After the second period of extra time and after 120 minutes of football, it finishes at the World Cup Stadium. Spain 0, Nigeria 0, and we're on to penalties. Well, who would have thought it? Penalties to decide who will lift the Under-17 World Cup. There was nothing between the two teams during the normal 90 minutes. Nothing between them in the extra half an hour of extra time. Sadly, one team will lose, though, on penalties now. Spain will be pleased that they've already had the penalty shootout experience out here in Korea. When it finished 1-1 against France after extra time, Spain won 5-4 on the penalty shootout to book a semi-final with Ghana. They'll have to make sure they're spot on again, if you excuse the pun. Germany have finished as the third place team. Who will be second and who will be the overall winners? It's 2.5 hours since the game kicked off. And we still have a stalemate.
Okay, yellow side, blue side. Winner is choice, first and second.
So the
right.
two captains will toss to see which end
First, second.
they have the penalties at.
First kick, second kick, and use that goal. Yep. Good job, grab.
The Spanish players still managing to raise a smile. Mexico were the winners of the last Under-17 World Cup in Peru. Will it be Spain or will it be Nigeria who leave Asia with the trophy? The next Under-17 World Cup is in Nigeria. And how Yemi Tella's side would love to be going back to Africa with it. But then, of course, so would Juan Santisteban's side love to return to Europe with a glistening trophy. Ironically, we'll have the penalties at the goal. Which both Nigeria and Spain hit the crossbar. The Nigerian fans are behind this goal. So you'd think there'd be an advantage for the West Africans. We'll find out. Spain are already together on the halfway line. The Nigerian players now go over as De Gea and Ajiboye pat each other on the back. And it will be Nigeria to take the first penalty kick then. It must seem like a very long walk for Adil. There's a huge cheer for him as he walks from the halfway line. He has the responsibility of taking the first penalty kick of this penalty shootout. It's Adil against De Gea. And Adil scores. 1-0 to Nigeria. It was a well-taken penalty by the Nigerian left-back. De Gea guessed the right way, but it had real power behind it. Now, Illarramendi, the substitute for Spain. Can he equalize? The referee is telling him to put the ball on the spot exactly. And now it's Illarramendi against Ajiboye, who puts it wide. It's advantage Nigeria. The Nigerian fans are up behind the goal. Ajiboye looks to the heavens above. The West Africans have the advantage after one penalty each. Illarramendi couldn't get it on target, and he can't believe it. 1-0 then to Nigeria. The pressure is on David De Gea. Joshua has the chance to give Nigeria a 2-0 lead in the penalty shootout, and he does Exactly that. Another coolly taken penalty into that same corner. This time, De Gea gets the wrong way. 2-0 to Nigeria. The pressure is really on Fran Merida now. He's had an excellent tournament and another brilliant display tonight from the Arsenal man. He looks focused. He has to be. But it's saved by Ajiboye. It's really not going Spain's way. Ajiboye guesses the right way, and he's delighted. Merida is absolutely shocked. It wasn't a good penalty. He didn't get any power behind it. Ajiboye guessed the right way and pulls off the save. Now stepping up for Nigeria is number 2, Oseni. Oseni for Nigeria, he scores! He sends De Gea the wrong way again. It's 3-0 to Nigeria. The Africans have a 100% record with their penalties so far. They have been superbly taken. Now Spain have to score every single one and hope that Nigeria miss theirs. Otherwise, it's Nigeria who will be the under-17 World Cup winners. The pressure is immense on Jago for Spain. And it's saved! And Nigeria are the under-17 World Cup winners. Winning 3-0 on penalties. 2 saves from Ajiboye. He will be the hero of the night. The under-17 World Cup trophy will be leaving Asia for Africa. Spain lose on penalties. Despair for the Spaniards. Sheer delight for the Nigerians. Bohan wants to get to his teammates to console them. It's so harsh on Spain. The two sides produced a very close final. There was nothing between the two teams after 90 minutes of football. We then had half an hour of extra time. Again, nothing between the two sides. Both Nigeria and Spain hit the crossbar. It had to be decided on penalties, and it's Nigeria who win 3-0 on the penalty shootout. And it's Nigeria who are the under-17 world champions. They are absolutely ecstatic. The Nigerian support has been quite incredible out here. They have been boosted by Korea's Nigerian population. They've sung and they've danced their way through every Nigerian game. Spain will look back on this game. They will look at all the ifs, the buts and maybes. It will have been a brilliant experience for these young players, but try telling them that just now. They're absolutely distraught. Jago in tears. Merida was trying to hide his face as well. It's so harsh for the losing side. when it comes down to penalties in a World Cup final. Nigeria have been so strong. And the country that will host the next FIFA Under-17 World Cup will be leaving Seoul with the trophy. They've got the flags out already. They've got the hats and scarves. They've done it tonight. They had to do it the hard way because Spain pushed them all the way. Fran Merida is in tears. He really can't believe it. And there is such a fine line between winning and losing. The penalties were so much better from Nigeria, though. All three of them scored. All three of Spain's were missed. Two saves by Ajiboye. And Illarramendi putting his spot kick wide. He's the hero of the night, but every single Nigerian player is a hero. They've all been responsible for lifting the Under-17 World Cup. Such a tight final. Really nothing between the two teams. And it had to be decided on penalties. And it was Nigeria's penalties that were much better. The contrasting reactions of the two teams couldn't be more evident. Whilst the Nigerian players are going over to their fans to celebrate, the Spanish players are left huddled in the centre circle, reflecting on what might have been. Nigeria were the only team who won every single game in the competition leading up to the final. And they won them all after 90 minutes as well. Three weeks ago, Nigeria opened their Under-17 World Cup campaign in Korea with a 2-1 win over France. They followed that up with a 3-0 victory over Japan. Their final Group D game was a 4-1 win over Haiti. So they finished Group D with maximum points. Into the knockout phases, they beat Colombia 2-1 in the round of 16. In the quarterfinals, they beat Argentina 2-0 in Chennai. Then in the semi-finals on Thursday in Suwon, they brushed aside Germany 3-1. And then this evening in Seoul at the magnificent World Cup Stadium, they've beaten Spain 3-0 on penalties after it finished 0-0 after extra time. Now we'll have the award ceremony very shortly. Not only will the World Cup be presented, we'll also have the gold, silver and bronze balls, the gold, silver and bronze shoes, and also the Fair Play trophy. The Nigerian fans will continue to sing and dance all night long. That fan is holding aloft a replica World Cup trophy. The Nigerian flag is flying in Seoul. It's the West Africans who are world champions at under-17 level. And there we see the trophy being carefully taken from the dressing room area out onto the podium. To the left of your picture, you can see the Nigerian players celebrating in the middle, in the center circle. You can see the deflated Spanish players. The podium is all set up. There is the Under-17 World Cup. A beautiful trophy it is as well. There are the respective shoes for the top goal scorers. The gold shoe, the silver shoe, and the bronze one as well. The Nigerian players are dancing a jig of delight. So all the trophies are ready to be presented in the award ceremony. Nigeria beating Spain on penalties by 3-0 after it finished goalless after extra time. Those supporters are absolutely ecstatic. And they have been fabulous supporters. The type that every team wants to have. They've been enthusiastic. They've been friendly. They've been entertaining. They've been loyal. And it's paid off for them as well, because Nigeria have won this FIFA Under-17 World Cup, beating France, Japan, Haiti, Colombia, Argentina, Germany and Spain on the way to lifting the trophy, which they'll do very shortly, and I bet they can't wait to get their hands on it as well. It must be an agonizing wait when you've won the World Cup, but they'll have to wait just a little bit longer. Now the dignitaries have emerged on the pitch. And they're being led by the FIFA president, Joseph S. Blatter. Also up on the podium, Jack Warner, the vice president of FIFA and the chairman of the organizing committee. Alongside Dr. Chung, the president of the Korean Football Association, who's having a chat there with Franz Beckenbauer, the great German player. And first of all, the first presentation will be the FIFA Fair Play Trophy.
which honor the 3 highest scorers of the tournament.
자, 지금부터 이번 대회에서 가장 많은 득점을 올린 상위 3명의 선수에 대한 아디다스 슈 시상식을 진행하겠습니다.
Third place in winning the Adidas bronze shoe, player number 10 from Germany, Toni Kroos.
3인
So the
아디다스
Fair Play Trophy goes to Costa Rica, who are not present. Now we move on to the gold, silver and bronze shoe awards. And the bronze shoe goes to Toni Kroos of Germany.
Second place
The
in winning the Adidas
third highest
silver shoe, player number 10
goal scorer
from Ghana, Ransford Osei.
2인 아디다스
with
실버
5 goals, Toni Kroos.
10번 가나팀의
Now the silver shoe
오세이 선수입니다.
goes to Ransford Osei
여러분,
of
축하의
Ghana
박수를 부탁드리겠습니다.
with 6 goals to his name in Korea.
First place and
But the
winning the
overall winner
Adidas golden shoe,
and the leading goal scorer
player number 9
of this
from
FIFA
Nigeria,
Under-17 World Cup in
Macaulay
Korea
Chrysanthus.
is Macaulay Chrysanthus of Nigeria, who wins the gold shoe after scoring 7 goals.
나이지리아 팀의 마카루이 크리스 산투스 선수입니다. 관중 여러분, 축하의 박수를 부탁드립니다.
Winner of the golden shoe then, Macaulay Chrysanthus. He didn't get on the score sheet tonight, but he still pipped Ransford Osei to the golden shoe by 1 goal. So another reason to celebrate for Nigeria. Not only have they won the Under-17 World Cup, but one of their players will also be going home with the gold shoe. So we've had the awards for the top goal scorers. The next set of awards will be for the most valuable players in the tournament.
By the media will now receive the Adidas Ball Awards.
지금부터는 기자들이 선정한 이번 대회 최고의 선수에게 수여지는 아디다스 볼 시상식을 진행하도록 하겠습니다.
Third place and winning the Adidas bronze ball,
And first of
player
all,
number 9
in
from
third
Spain,
place,
Boyan.
winning the bronze ball
3위 아디다스
is
브론즈
Bojan
볼입니다.
of Spain,
스페인 팀의
who
보얀
sadly
선수입니다.
missed out
축하의 박수를
on this evening's
부탁드리겠습니다.
final through suspension. He is a player to really look out for,
Second place
in the
and
future.
winning the Adidas silver ball,
immensely
player
talented.
number 9 from Nigeria, Macaulay Chrysanthus.
The silver ball winner
아디다스 실버 볼입니다.
is Macaulay Chrysanthus,
마카오리 크리스 산투스
collecting
선수입니다.
his second
여러분,
award of the
축하의
night.
박수를 부탁드리겠습니다.
Golden shoe winner
First
and
place
silver
and
ball
winning
winner
the
as well.
Adidas golden ball, player
And the
number
player
10 from
of the
Germany,
tournament
Toni Kroos.
overall
여러분,
is Toni Kroos,
1위 아디다스
the
골든
captain of
볼입니다.
Germany.
10번 독일팀의 토니 크루스 선수입니다. 여러분,
The
축하의
Bayern Munich
박수를
midfielder who
부탁드리겠습니다.
has been exceptional out here in Korea. Oliver Kahn has described him as the best young player he's seen for 10 years, and he's won the golden ball in Korea. So the 3 players pose for photos with their trophies. Chrysanthus and Kroos collecting both the ball and a shoe.
And now,
And look out
FIFA
for
will
those 3
present
players
commemorative
in the
medals
next
to
couple
the
of
referee
years.
and assistant
They are
referee
bound to
of
be
today's final match.
dominant players
이번 청소년 월드컵
on the world
결승전에서
scene.
보여주신 주심 및 부심들에게 FIFA에서 기념 메달을 수여하도록 하겠습니다. 여러분, 축하의 박수를 부탁드리겠습니다.
And now the referees from tonight's game will receive their medals. And they're led by the finals referee, Yuichi Nishimura of Japan, alongside his two assistants from Japan and Korea, and the fourth official from Croatia.
And now, we honor the best teams of the tournament. Please
And now we
congratulate
move on
the
to
third-place team of the FIFA
the best teams in this FIFA Under-17 World Cup in Korea.
The team of Germany.
And finishing
그럼
in
지금부터
third
이번 대회
place
최고의 성적을
after
거둔
defeating
팀들을
Ghana
발표하겠습니다.
2-1
먼저 3위 팀입니다.
in this afternoon's
여러분,
third place
2017
playoff
FIFA
are
세계 청소년
Germany,
월드컵 3위 팀을 축하해 주시기
led
바랍니다.
by their
여러분, 독일 팀입니다.
immensely talented skipper Toni Kroos. They shake hands with the dignitaries, Sepp Blatter, president of FIFA, Franz Beckenbauer, the German great, and the president of the Korean Football Association, Dr. Chung. Germany securing third place in injury time. They beat Ghana 2-1 in today's first game here at the magnificent World Cup Stadium in Seoul. And those German fans will have really enjoyed that game earlier on. They may have lost 3-1 to Nigeria in the semi-finals, but they beat another West African side earlier on today, defeating Ghana by 2-1. And they will have had an excellent experience out here in Asia. Watch out for so many of these names in the next couple of years or so. This really is the place to spawn the talent of the future in world football.
Winners of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup Korea 2007. The team of Spain.
이어서 준호 선수입니다.
And now the runners-up of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, Spain, take to the podium, led by their captain Camacho. They've had a fantastic tournament. They finished top of Group C after beating Honduras 4-2, Syria 2-1, and drawing 1-0 with Argentina. In the round of 16, they defeated Korea DPR 3-0. Then in the quarterfinals, after it finished 1-1 after extra time against France, they needed penalties to progress to the last four. They won the shootout 5-4. Then in the semi-finals, they beat Ghana by 2-1 after extra time. But it wasn't to be tonight for the Spanish, losing on penalties 3-0 to Nigeria. But they have had a really brilliant tournament, and there are a number of players to remember from this Spanish side. I'm sure Fran Merida will be a big star, as will Bohan and David De Gea, the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper. Spanish flag flying proudly then inside the Seoul World Cup Stadium. The German team posing for photos there. They had plenty of time to shower and relax before enjoying the final. Now coming onto the podium are the winners of the 2007 FIFA Under-17 World Cup, Nigeria. First up onto the podium is the hero of the night, Ajiboye, who saved 2 Spanish spot kicks. Nigeria have won the Under-17 World Cup for the 3rd time. They won the first ever Under-17 World Cup in China in 1985. Fast forward 22 years, and they've done it again in Asia. They'll be hosting the next Under-17 World Cup. And they'll be going home from Seoul in Korea with the trophy and winners' medals. And for Macaulay Chrysanthus, he'll also be going home with the golden shoe and the silver ball. The Nigerian fans are really enjoying the moment, and so are the players, dancing up and down on the podium. Certainly a photo opportunity. This is Nigeria's 5th final appearance at an Under-17 World Cup. They've won 3 of them now, beating West Germany in China in 1985. And then Ghana 2-1 in Japan 8 years later. They've had to wait 14 years to win it again, but they've done it now. And the captain, Haruna, who didn't take part in tonight's final through injury, is about to lift the Under-17 World Cup.
관중 여러분, 우승팀인 나이지리아 팀입니다. 축하의 박수를 부탁드리겠습니다.
Haruna lifts aloft the trophy, and Nigeria are the FIFA Under-17 World Cup Korea 2007 winners. It's the 3rd time they've secured this trophy. They have a fabulous record at this level. They have long been the dominant team in African youth football. And for the first time in 14 years, they have secured the Under-17 World Cup. And there's definitely something about Nigeria at Under-17 level when they play in Asia. They won the first of their 3 Under-17 World Cups in China, their 2nd in Japan, and now their 3rd here in Korea. They pose for photos. They are the jubilant Nigerians who have overcome Spain on penalties to win this 2007 FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Witnessed by one of the youngest football fans you'll probably ever see inside a football stadium. The trophy